Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chamira Elaine. For those of you who are new, for those of you who are not new, thank you all so much for coming back and supporting everything I do here with my channel. I am back with another lock video, and it is not a lock update or retwist or any of that. I wanted to share with you all the different types of locks that anyone can get when they're starting their lock journey. I think that this is an important step that I wouldn't say that I overlooked, because I kind of already knew the different types of locks and knew the locks that I wanted for myself. But for those of you who are not informed or knowledgeable about the different types of locks, I think it is super important for you to understand the different types of locks, so you kind of know which one fits your lifestyle or your personality a lot more than the other. So before we get into all of that, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I am literally almost to 600 subscribers. Hopefully by the time this video posts, I'm past 600 subscribers, but we are growing. We're on a road to 1,000 subbies, and I am just super happy because I've been super consistent. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Like is thumbs up, duh. Share, leave a comment. I love when you all leave comments and just interact with me. And also make sure that you turn the post notification bell on so that you're notified every single time I post. Some people aren't notified, okay? So if you're subscribing, you aren't seeing my videos, that's probably why. So enough with the ranting, let's just get into this video. So before I start, I just want to first say that I am not a loctician. I am not a lockologist. I am not an expert. So if there is anything that you all want to add, feel free to put them in the comment section below, and also feel free to correct me if I'm providing you all with inaccurate information. I try my best to research the different types of locks and things like that, but again, I'm not an expert, so I'm just giving you all the information that I have attained just from research and just from my own experiences and just talking to people with different types of locks. So the first type of lock would be sister locks. These are super common. I see them on a lot of women, and they're just very, very small locks. So the one thing about sister locks that kind of strayed me away from them is just because they're super expensive. Usually they cost around $500 to initially start, and you really want a loctician to be retwisting and managing your locks, your sister locks, because of the fact that they're super tiny and they can be easily damaged if they're not handled properly. Sister locks are really similar to micros, if y'all are familiar with like the micro braids. So they're super small like that, which makes them easy to style and so forth. You could do so many different styles with sister locks because they are so tiny. They're like similar to regular straight hair. And another thing about sister locks is that they can be started on natural hair or if your hair is relaxed. The second type of lock would be freeform. Now freeform, I'm smiling because I love freeform locks. It's funny because when I first started my lock journey, I wanted freeform locks, you know. I don't know, that just was the vibe that I was feeling at the time. I'm glad I don't have freeform locks, but I love freeform locks. So freeform locks, when you think about freeform locks, you're thinking about like Bob Marley and J. Cole and The Weeknd. Those are kind of like the different vibes for freeform locks. So of course, freeform locks don't have to be retwisted. You literally washing your hair and letting it grow to however it wants to grow. It's just kind of letting your hair do its own thing. I do know, or at least I've researched, that although people with freeform locks don't necessarily retwist their hair, they do still like pull apart the hair so that it's not just one big lock, you know. So the hair is still pulled apart so that there's different locks. Another thing with freeform locks is because it's not managed the way that traditional locks are, some locks might be smaller or bigger than others, so they're not all the same size, which makes them freeform and which makes them look just really cool and really cultured. So you might have one big lock right here and a little lock right here, and you know, they're just all different sizes. And another thing with freeform locks is that it's associated with Rastafarian culture and their religious beliefs, which is why when you think of Freeform, you think of Bob Marley, you know, that Rasta kind of culture. So yeah, that is Freeform Locks. Now, something that's like very similar to Freeform Locks would be called SemiFreeform Locks. Now, I didn't find a lot of research about SemiFreeform Locks, but I do follow a lot of lock accounts where women or men have semi-freeform locks. And the thing about semi-freeform locks is that you are still retwisting your hair and managing them like traditional locks, but you're waiting a lot longer to retwist it. So with traditional locks, which I'll get to in a minute, some people like to retwist their hair every single time they wash it, which could be once a month, which could be, you know, once every 2 months. Depends on how often you wash your hair. But with semi-freeform locks, you might wait like 4, 5 months or even longer to like retwist your hair. So it's like you're letting your hair do its thing and grow the way it wants to, but then, you know, in 5 months, 6 months time, you're going in to try to like give it a little bit of structure, you know, but it's still freeform. So of course I'm going to insert some photos of what that looks like, because again, I just did not find a lot of research on it. But I really do like semi-freeform locks, and I think if I had known more about semi-freeform locks, I would have decided to do semi-freeform locks. I just like the way they look. They're just super cute. And yeah, the next type of locks is what I would consider myself to have, which are just traditional locks. Traditional locks can be started in a variety of ways. I'm gonna make a separate video on ways to start locking your hair, so I won't go into the details of how, you know, the different ways to lock your hair for traditional locks. I retwist my hair about every month or 2, depending on how dirty my hair gets. Sometimes I would even wash and retwist my hair every like 2 to 3 weeks, because my hair does get really damaged. Not damaged. My hair does get really oily and just really dirty. So I tend to like, it just varies, but I never wait longer than like 2 months to retwist my hair. And yeah, these are what you would consider traditional locks. Some people have traditional locks, but they can be micro, macro, I forget the other ones. I'll put them on the screen. But yeah, so these would be considered traditional locks. The next type of lock style type would be braid locking. Now, I don't have a lot of information about braid locking, but it's kind of like, oh, excuse me. Braid locking is pretty much like the hair is braided super tiny, like what you would consider to be micros. It's just braided super tiny and is locked from there. So they do use a specific like locking tool to help create like the lock look so that they don't look like braids. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the information I know about braid locking. Another lock method would be, it's called back combing. Now it's so funny because I was in a shop, I forgot what I was gonna do, this was before I had locks, but I saw someone getting locks with this method, with the back combing method. Now the back combing method is really just like teasing the hair so that they can form like this knotted look, and then once that knotted look is formed, is then palm rolled. Now with this locking type, I usually see that people with like straighter hair types tend to back comb it. So I know I see a lot of white people get back combing, and that's just because of the type of hair that they have. I have seen like sometimes beauticians would braid their hair or twist it and then use a crochet hook to tease the hair into like this knotted matted look. So that's kind of similar to what I'm referring to when I'm talking about back comb. The next locking method would be interlocking, or locking style, why do I keep saying method? Would be interlocking, which I feel like could be a way to retwist the hair and could be a way to like start the hair. But what I'm referring to when I'm talking about interlocking is you can like finger coil the hair and then do an interlocking method so that you have instant locks. You're not waiting months and months for the hair to start budding and then officially lock. You're just instant locking the hair with the crochet hook doing interlocking. So that's pretty much what interlocking is. The last lock type, I would consider it to still be a lock, which is super popular. It's been a super popular hairstyle, is goddess locks. And this is for anybody who doesn't want to officially lock their real hair. It's still a way to get that lock feel and lock style and so forth. But with goddess locks, it's usually done with weave. I've seen people just individually braid the hair and then wrap human hair around it in the form of a lock. I've seen goddess locks that are like the bohemian style, where a little bit of hair is left at the end and it's curled and it's cute. But yeah, so that is another form of locks for people who don't want to, you know, start locking their real hair and just get just a different feel and take for locks. Those were all of the different types of locks that you can have before starting your lock journey. As I said before, if there's any other types of locks that I've missed, please put them down in the comment section below. Or if I have provided you all with inaccurate information, feel free to correct me, because again, I'm not an expert. I do want you all to know that I will be filming a 2-year lock journey video. Y'all, my hair, like, even just looking like on my screen, these have gotten so long. Like, I'm not even gonna get y'all the tea because we're gonna wait for the lock journey video. But I have a few lock videos coming up. I did want you all to know that I have my 2-year lock journey video coming, because I haven't done a lock update really in about 2 months. So it's about that time. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.